Okay, today we are playing a game on Ilios. We are playing Sombra the entire way through, and there is no actual SR for this game because it took place during placement, so it was likely somewhere in the mid-platinum range. We are also on the console today, by the way, consider yourself forewarned. And our current team composition is Roadhog, Zarya, Reaper, Sombra, Mercy, and Zenyatta. So, the only thing that is a bit concerning is we are on Ruins currently. Pharah is very popular on Ruins, and we have nothing that is particularly good at dealing with a Pharah. Zenyatta's like the best thing we got. Sombra's not terrible, because her submachine gun is more accurate than it really has any right to be, but not exactly what you're usually looking for. But other than that, there's not much to say about it. Also, in the accompanying email, it says down here that at the end of Season 7 you had managed to climb to 3,430 SR. And I went all the way back and compared that to the first email that you had sent, and that is almost a 500 SR improvement. And by almost 500, I mean it was like 476 or something like that SR improvement. That's a lot of SR to climb, especially on like the higher end of the SR spectrum where it is harder to climb because, oddly enough, you know, there is actually a point where as you're climbing, the people you're playing against actually start knowing how to play the game. Don't get me wrong, not the people on your team. The people you're playing with never get any better, but the people you're playing against actually start to know how to play the game. So it gets harder to climb at the higher end, so congratulations on basically getting to Masters. It wasn't quite Masters, but it's close enough that you're allowed to go, yeah, I'm a Masters player, it's fine. It's like 70 SR, it's like 3 games? Yeah, now that the performance-based SR is apparently gone. Which honestly just upsets me a lot, because if, you know, you sit there and you go, oh, up 25, oh, down 25, up 25, down 25, up 25, down 25, and that was all I did for one night, was just go up and down the exact same 25 SR streak an entire night. It was really fun, I liked it a lot. It was actually hell, but anyway, so let's start the game now that we're done meandering around for a while. But yes, congratulations on climbing a lot of SR. So, we are playing Sombra, so we want to try and get behind the enemy team and heckle them a lot, basically. But our more overarching objective is get to our ultimate, because damn, is the Emp really fucking strong. So we do get behind the Mercy and very almost die, which is of course scary. Hacking Mercy here doesn't look like it's going to be all that impactful, because while she can't GA, honestly, if she GAs away from us in this position, we aren't going to get to do anything anyway, because she'll just be in the middle of the point, probably, and we don't really want to go in there as Sombra, so we'd probably be better off hacking Zenyatta, and then trying to kill him, or just hacking Zenyatta and then trying to get Mercy, because Zenyatta not being able to move his orbs around is more of a detriment at that point in time than Mercy not being able to GA. Small thing here, like, just pick up the health kit before you hack it. Like, we wait around to hack it first, but it doesn't really matter if you hack it before or after, and we stand around at 25 health for a while waiting to hack it. Don't really want to be standing around at 25 health just because you can very suddenly die for very random reasons. And, you know, it's a out-of-the-way location, so it's not super likely to happen, but it could happen. And it's better to just not have the risk, basically. So we drop down in the center of the point, which is not a great idea because we're playing Sombra. We also don't want to really uncloak this close to people. I mean, a few people saw us because we were close enough for them to actually see us, and we don't really want to be in this location in general. But you don't really want to uncloak very close to people, because it actually takes Sombra a really long time to uncloak, and there is a voice cue for it as well. So if people are paying attention, which, you know, we should expect them to be doing, they can actually hear you uncloaking right next to them. So kind of want to be like a little further back when you actually uncloak, and we don't really want to be like in the center of the point next to that many people either. So, a lot of our team died, so it's been very difficult for us to get that much done for a little while. And we're sneaking around the backside. Now, the enemy team are actually starting to push up a little bit more, which means we can come back around here and just sort of heckle their backline. Or try to, and like stand on the point and make people go, oh fuck, I have to come back and stand on the objective. I don't want to do that. We are going around hacking a lot of health kits nearby. And this health kit is very good to control, because a lot of fighting tends to happen around this health kit next to the edge. So if the enemy team just can't pick it up, that's usually a big deal for them. And of course, it's very helpful for us. We are having a lot of trouble getting much done. They do also have a Pharah, which has been an issue, but we now have a soldier on our team, so, you know, theoretically that's good. Here comes Genji with Dragon Blade. Hacking Genji when he's in Dragon Blade is a bigger deal than it might immediately seem to be, because it seems sort of pointless, because it's like, well, he can still swing the blade, what does it matter, really? The thing is, a lot of Dragon Blade is actually resetting the dash and then dashing between people, so if you hack Genji, he can't do that for the entire duration of Dragon Blade, nor can he use Deflect, which he might have to. He doesn't want to use Deflect while he's using Dragon Blade, but he might have to. So, trying to hack Genji is a bigger deal than it might immediately seem, because I know people are like, well, he can still cut. Yeah, he can still cut, but a lot of it is being able to dash off the reset. So we do have a lot of ultimates right now. We have Emp and Graviton, which is not exactly the wombo combo of the ages, but it is still a combo. They can't really do anything in the Graviton. It also stops Zenyatta from being able to do anything to try and... he can't use Transcendence to cancel out the Graviton, which is the scary thing. Now, that being said, it didn't really work out that way. We also missed Mercy, so she still got to use Graviton, which is very unfortunate. When you use the Emp, like, obviously you're trying to get as many people as possible, but you really want to catch the supports. Like, they're the most important people to catch, usually, because... along with the tanks, because you don't want the supports to be able to use their ultimates, because those are the things that are gonna cancel out the Emp or any other ultimates used. So it's, like, really important to try and catch the supports, and then the tanks after that, because just making Reinhardt and D.Va the saddest people on the world is worth it in and of itself, but... the supports are very important to actually hit, and we didn't manage to get Mercy, which makes it difficult. Of course, you are looking to hit as many people with the Emp as possible, but sometimes not feasible. The supports are the more important part, though. So we do Uncloak right next to them again, you know. It can give you away, because Sombra is very vocal when she's coming out of stealth, which is... a little counterintuitive, but I mean, why was Reaper just announcing through a megaphone, "Death comes," when he uses teleport, you know? Sort of, gave it away a little bit. So both of our supports are currently dead, which is, of course, terrible, and this is a terrible fight to lose, because they are at 99%. And it sort of happened while we were way out of the way, so... not much we can do about it other than, like, be closer when it happened, which isn't super helpful, but we lost both our supports right at the start. It's going to make it very difficult to win the fight. So we do translocate up into the air and then use stealth, which gives us a bit more survivability. Hit a lot of people with the Emp, basically kills Zarya, because it just scrapes the 200 health off the top of her. Underappreciated fact about the Emp is it does destroy shields that are on the person as well, so half kills Symmetra, leaves Zenyatta with 50 health, half kills Zarya, plus scraping off any shields as well, any other shields in the area. Underappreciated fact about the Emp that is very strong. We were basically fucked for the end of that round, because... we lost both our supports at the start of the fight. You just lose that fight. It's just how it goes, basically. Yeah, Overwatch is sometimes complicated, but sometimes it is exactly that simple that you just get fucked, because both your supports died at the start of the fight. So we come back around here to hack that health kit. Not really the most impactful health kit in the world to hack, and for this map specifically, you want to think about, like, what health kits are most likely to have a fight happen around them, and you want to try and get control of those health kits. on this map, I've gone back way too far to, like, conveniently illustrate this, but the health kit that is most likely to see action on this map is the one over here. Sombra's very fast, so you can get there faster than the other team, usually. Especially since it's quite rare to actually see Lucio these days, so having Sombra's very fast movement means we can get over to this health kit before the enemy team probably can. If we just, like, go around the backside over there, we can hack it from around the corner, get control of that health kit right at the start, and then when a fight probably breaks out around there, because, you know, there's, like, two kinds of fights that happen on this map. There's the fight that happens around there, and then there's the fight that, like, both teams go that way, and it basically just happens on the point. But in my experience, it's more likely to have a fight break out over here. So if you just, like, beeline it straight towards that health kit and get control of that health kit, that can make the fight a lot easier to win. Because, man, that's a lot of health for your team and no health for their team. This health kit, you know, it's a big health kit, it's usually important, but it's probably not going to be the health kit the first fight breaks out around, you know? And then we go over here to hack this health kit, but there's like a team fight happening over there, and the first fight is really important. They do actually have a Lucio in this round, so, I mean, fuck me, right? But the principle still stands that getting control of that health kit is probably a big deal. More of a big deal than that large health kit will be right at the start anyway. So we are trying to hack people quite close to them. It's quite hard to hack D.Va in general, just because it's very easy for her to do 1 damage to you and interrupt it, but we don't really want to be, like, over here doing it. We could instead, you know, we want to hack D.Va, because she's, like, definitely one of the, like, the biggest deal to hack right here. If we just come around, like, this doorway, we can hack basically anybody in the point, but we're, like, kind of out of the way. And their Lucio is currently dead. D.Va's just used her shift, so she can't bump us off the edge. Is Lucio not dead? Did Lucio actually just bump us right there? Because we kind of just suddenly propelled forward. No, I'm sure Lucio died. And, oh, it was probably Farah. Because we do want to hack D.Va, but, like, going on to the point is not going to be the way to get it done. And we actually don't end up hacking anybody during the fight. And hacking people is kind of a big deal for Sombra. Also, hacking Zarya is also very terrible for the Zarya, because then she can't use either of her bubbles, and those are a pretty big deal. Like, honestly, this is not, like... It's kind of upsetting that the SMG is actually good enough, accurate enough to do that much damage to Farah. It was a very, very brave maneuver we've made right there. I appreciate the attempt, at the very least. Now, Sombra's weapon definitely has bloom on it, right? It has to. And we basically just hold down the fire button the entire time. Like, it has to work basically the same way as soldiers, right? I'm actually not sure of this off the top of my head. It's gotta have, like, increasing spread. Like, lay off the trigger for a little while, let it contract again. I don't know why I'm so unsure about this, because that's how, like, every automatic hit scan weapon ever works, but suddenly I'm unsure, now that I'm thinking about it, but, like, I'm pretty sure. Are you gonna look it up? No! Of course not, Straw Man. That would be too professional for me. So, Genji's using Dragon Blade over here. Mercy just used her ult, so she gets to revive these people that died, and we can use our Emp. Unfortunately, a lot of the fight already happened by this point. We also don't need to immediately translocate away, because we have only taken 8 damage when this happens, so... And we hit most of the people with this, so we don't really need to immediately translocate away. Maybe we were afraid of getting cut by Genji, but Genji's not going to one-shot you from full health with Dragon Blade, so we could have stayed around and continued to take part in the fight, rather than immediately translocating away. Big hack, get D.Va before she can get back in her mech. Unfortunately, we don't manage to get the kill on her, and then Farah drives her away, but, oh, if we could have gotten the kill off of that hack, that would have been a really big deal. She's actually still not back in her mech, so it ended up still being really impactful anyway, because she stopped, she was like, why isn't it working? Oh fuck, I got hacked! And then never got back in her mech, so big deal, very good hack. Then Farah got fucked, and that looked like it was going to be a really good team fight for them, but when you get emped and the Mercy still gets to use the Valkyrie on the enemy team, it's gonna make it really hard for you to actually win that team fight, even though, like, it started off with 2 picks, neither of them were Mercy, and they had Dragon Blade, but they didn't get the Mercy, and then they got emped. So, get fucked, basically. So, hack the Mercy right there. We see she's got Valkyrie, which is not surprising, but good to know all the same, still. So here's Tracer. Tracer is, of course, one of the saddest people in the world to get hacked. She's just 150 health, like, tiny woman with, like, terrible guns at that point, right? Like, oh, so terrible. Managed to kill Mercy, which is good. She didn't get to use Valkyrie. And this is a big deal as well, because they've not got much time left. So the fact that Mercy didn't get to use Valkyrie and really take part in that fight is really big. Now they're gonna have to rush back to the objective to actually start fighting. And Tracer's coming in ahead of their team, so I think we have one more team fight, yeah, because that's happening over there. Efficiency thing, like, we spend time waiting for this health kit, but, like, it would likely be faster for us to just go to the other large health kit in the other room, because, actually no, stealth wasn't off cooldown yet, never mind, disregard, it would have taken us too long to get over there as well. Hacking this health kit is probably not really worth it at that point, because it's probably going to be more of a big deal to just hack somebody over here, but we also have our EMP, so there's that as well. By the time we actually get over there, we've basically lost the team fight, so we elect to hold the EMP anyway, which is fair enough. You don't want to use it when your team is not in a position to fight. Isn't that right? Good talk. This asshole. So, coming back around now, we can hack... Could have hacked the Zarya, which would be big here. Like, hacking... There's nobody else to really hack right now, because hacking Mercy, who is nearby, isn't really going to do much. She's already used Valkyrie. If we hack the Zarya, she can't use any of her bubbles, and we almost kill her. If we hacked her before that fight, before we actually went for that, we would have probably killed her. So now we're going to go in. We're missing McCree, but he just gets rezzed. We dropped Zarya to half health, and she was really easy to pick off because she also had Discord Orb on her. A scary translocator, because, like, the particles don't always line up, and it looked like it was over the edge from my perspective. I was like, oh god, no, but didn't actually go that far. So we've got a lot of ultimates. We had the EMP. We got a lot of people with the EMP. Zarya died really quickly. Their Mercy didn't have Valkyrie. They're gonna lose the fight. It's just kind of how it is. We had a lot of ultimates, and they didn't have that many ultimates. So now we are on Well. Probably one of the better maps for Sombra. There's a lot of geometry to work with on this map. And Sombra is actually has vertical mobility, because you can chuck the translocator around, so you can actually, like, go on the roof over on the left, or you don't necessarily always need to, like, chuck the translocator on a health kit. Sometimes you can use it for mobility, because the cooldown is still really low. So, like, Sombra can actually take advantage of, like, these roofs, which is... Not many people really try to take advantage of these rooftops, unless they're playing like Hanzo or Genji, but, like, if somebody is up on these rooftops, people don't know what to do about that, really. They're just kind of like, where am I getting hit from? Oh, what the fuck, he's up there? It's underappreciated. Sombra can actually get up there, and very quickly, and she doesn't benefit from high ground as much as, like, Soldier or McCree does, but, I mean, if you're on the top rooftop shooting down at a Mercy with an SMG, it's going to be a lot of fucking headshots, and you can get away way easier, so... Pretty good. One of the better maps for Sombra, because she does have some vertical mobility. So, we start fighting the Tracer. How long did we have on hack when this started? That's a really long time. There's the line where you play this a little bit more passively, and just kind of wait nearby, rather than shooting the Tracer, because if you come out of stealth kind of out of the way, and wait for hack to come off cooldown, and you hack this Tracer, you'll almost certainly kill her, because Tracer is extremely sad when she gets hacked, so if we played a little cooler, we could perhaps get this kill on her, but it would have been a fairly lengthy wait for hack to be off cooldown, so It would end up being very sad if it didn't work, but the benefit would be picking off Tracer right at the start of the fight. SMG, more accurate than it has any right to be, we kill Mercy from all the way over there and begin bullying D.Va. And we've managed to get control of the checkpoint. We haven't quite captured it yet, but we're going to capture it. So, we don't hack the Tracer immediately, probably because we're expecting to just kill her. Let's just hack the Tracer, just for safety. Hack's cooldown is really low, and Tracer is a wily one, and likely to slip away. She does in fact slip away. If we just take the half second to hack her instead, she probably doesn't get away. Unless she, like, line of sights us or hits us, but she was, panicking a lot, it looked like. So we use the Emp right now. Probably didn't have to translocate away immediately on this one, because the only things that are right next to us are, D.Va and Moira. I mean, D.Va's a little spooky, but she's not exactly gonna burst you to death, especially after getting hacked, so... And Moira does very low damage, so... We could have stuck it out a little bit more to try and take part in the fight, because we still had the translocator down. If we were scared, we could get away, but we could have taken part in the fight for a little bit longer, probably. So we do hack the Tracer, but then self-destruct happens out there, so we can't really get much out of it, because we have to hide out of the way again. They're still lost, like, a lot of momentum during this fight. So here, that would have been such a good hack on the Moira right there, but Tracer actually shoots us and interrupts us. Then we start going into them. If we, like, just hang out by this staircase, we can, because of the way Moira's positioning, if we hang out on this staircase and just try and, like, play around the pillar, we can try and hack her and, like, line of sight Tracer so she can't interrupt us. Because we don't need long to hack Moira, right? So if we kind of just hang out a little bit back here and play around the pillar, we could probably hack the Moira and interrupt her ultimate. Instead, we start, like, going into the people that we're shooting at, which, I mean, makes it easier to shoot them with an SMG, very shotgun-esque weapon. But, in that, hacking is usually more impactful in a fight than shooting people is. So, we managed to pick off the Mercy right here, which is really good, because the fight, we haven't really lost the fight, but we haven't won the fight yet either, but killing their Mercy right there is just like, yeah, we won the fight now. This right here, this is a hack that's just not gonna work, because we're directly in front of D.Va, and nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop her from hitting us. Better off just shooting, and not stopping to try and hack her. Then, Bubble's in front of us now we can hack, but, like, we could have probably broken her mech if we didn't, like, stop to try and hack her. Because her mech dropped really low, but we interrupted our DPS a couple times. Could have probably broken the mech, because, like, that was not a hack that was ever going to work. So we pop out behind and hack the Mercy. It would be a bigger deal here, again, to hack somebody else, because hacking Mercy doesn't look like it's going to do that much, because if she GAs to somebody, she's going to GA, like, 2 feet away from us, so we don't really care about that. And she's not about to res anybody. We also hacked her previously and saw she didn't have Valkyrie, so she probably doesn't have Valkyrie right now either, because she hasn't really had very much time between those 2 periods to do anything. Whereas if we hack the D.Va, that's a bigger deal, because then she can't use Defense Matrix, she can't do, you know, D.Va things, and she's just generally sad. She would have still come back here to fuck with us anyway, but she wouldn't have been able to do, like, as much damage to us right there. So, efficiency thing here, we spend a lot of time waiting around for this second health kit to come out of this, before we actually go and take part in the fight. We are most likely going to go this way anyway, and there's a small health kit in here as well. So instead of sitting around waiting for this to respawn, I mean, we hack it. It's not like we sit here and wait for the whole thing to respawn, but rather than sitting here and wasting some time doing this, we could just, like, go through this area, because we're most likely going to go that way anyway to try and get behind them to hack. And even if we don't, like, still be faster than, like, the little bit of time we spend waiting around right here, because our team is also pushing out that way, and indeed we do come this way. So, we did lose 2 people in the middle of this fight. The fight went badly enough I wouldn't use the Emp right there, because we can already see before we start doing it that we've lost 2 people, and, like, it's not really looking good. Self-destruct is going in, so that's gonna cause our team to back off. Barrage is still happening, and then, like, Mercy dies right as we do it. So, like, we can't really account for Mercy, but missing 2 people and, like, self-destruct and, like, ultimates still happening, fight's going badly enough at that point I wouldn't use the Emp, because it looks like we're probably going to get wiped regardless, and it's better to save the Emp for a fight that we actually have a chance of winning. As is often the case with all ultimates, basically. So we've got plenty of time, though. We've only got to win 1 fight, and we're going to win the game, because we're at 96%, so we've got all the time in the world right now. We don't actually. We have, like, actually 3 or 4 pushes, depending on how quickly we recollect, because it usually takes, like, 30 seconds for a team to regroup, assuming people don't, like, massively stagger themselves. That's, like, 25% on a King of the Hill map. These are definitely not hard and set numbers, and I don't know the exact scaling percentage-wise, but most of the time, like, you get, like, 4 pushes. Like, legitimately on a King of the Hill map, unless it's very rare one team just holds the point for that long, for it to just be that way, but you get like 4 pushes in the worst case scenario. So we really bully the shit out of that Zarya. She wasn't very happy about that one. We didn't quite manage to kill her. And this is happening. It's not looking good. If only we had our Emperor like a little bit sooner. We should definitely not do this. Definitely not. Like that, also, we fall in the pit, which is just a little bit on the suboptimal side, but by that point the fight's gone so badly, like, we're missing a lot of people, the Emp is not gonna work. Even though Mercy's using Valkyrie, so many people are dead that it's not gonna work out. So, the only thing that's, like, a little unfortunate with this map is there isn't really a health kit that's massively impactful to hack. The best one is probably, like, the one in this room over here, but even this one, like, doesn't tend to have that much happening around it, so it's a little unfortunate that there isn't, like, a really big money health kit to hack. So, we're getting swung at by Reinhardt, but Reinhardt's never going to kill us as long as we have a translocator on the ground, unless we get pinned out of nowhere, which would, of course, feel bad. So, here, we hack the Mercy, and this is a good time to hack Mercy, because if she GA, she's going to get far away from us, and it's been a while since we saw her use Valkyrie. She probably has Valkyrie. She does indeed have Valkyrie, so McCree, it ends up not mattering, because McCree comes over and flashbangs her, so she wasn't going to get away regardless, but that's a better time to hack Mercy, because we don't want her to use Valkyrie, and if she GA'd far away, she could GA further away from us right there. So we killed the Mercy right at the start of the fight, which is pretty good, you know, generally going to be really bad for the Mercy. We hacked the Zarya right here, which she did have Graviton, so it might have been important, but I'd rather hack the I'd rather just, like, sit back a little bit, play it cool, and hack the Reinhardt instead, because Zarya's already half dead, and she's probably used all her bubbles by this point, whereas Reinhardt's holding a shield up, so if we get Reinhardt to take a shield down, that probably ends up being a bigger deal than hacking Zarya when she's half health. So here we had, like, a long time. We could have hacked Sombra to interrupt, hacked Sombra, Jesus Christ. We could have hacked Moira to interrupt her ultimate right here. We end up using the Emp, so we get her regardless, but we had time to just, like, and stop her using Coalescence, which is a big deal. Even if we ended up doing it eventually anyway, doing it soon is also a big deal. So we end up dying, but they're all dead. We win the round before we get back. It's all good. We've done it. Like, we won this fight. Now Mercy's using Valkyrie. If there was ever any doubt that we won that fight, no, we won that fight. Don't worry, it happened. So, let's watch the play of the game. Who would have got play of the game? Probably Pharah. It could have been D.Va. It was actually D.Va. So it was probably like the thing that happened right there at the end. Yep. Damn, Reinhardt's so upset. Oh, I've been that Reinhardt. D.Va's upset about that one, but Reinhardt started charging right after he did it, so if Reinhardt had a little bit more self-control, that would have been a lot worse. Up in that Reinhardt, though. I've been hacked and been like, please just let me use my ultimate. So, things that stand out the most in this game, just kind of like, we hack Mercy a lot when it isn't necessarily that big of a deal to hack Mercy, because if GAing away, there's, the big reasons to hack Mercy are you don't want her to use Valkyrie, and you don't want her to res people. and you don't want her to GA away, but if she can't GA to somebody that's actually far away, that doesn't really matter either, so there's usually someone better to hack than Mercy, because if she doesn't have Valkyrie or there's nobody to res, her not being able to use her cooldowns doesn't really matter that much, whereas, like, Zenyatta not being able to move his orbs around, for example, is a pretty big deal for Zenyatta. Imagine if it also took the orbs off of people when you hacked him. Oh god, wouldn't that feel terrible? God damn, that would be awful. On top of all the other ways getting, like, a Sombra on a Zenyatta feels bad. And then our Emps in the last round were not very good, because there were a lot of using the Emp during a team fight we'd already lost, basically. But, other than that, nothing, like, massively huge. Mostly smaller inefficiency stuff, which is sort of what you would expect for, this kind of SR range. Less big things, more small efficiency. So, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. Congratulations again on climbing to basically Masters. And I hope you found the video helpful.